it's me again, of course. But how are you? I hope you're all well and good. So I was going through my phone because I always write down ideas I have for videos, t-shirt designs, stories, poems. I'll write them down on my phone if I'm out and about and just kind of like, oh my god, that's such a good idea. I need to write it down. My notes are just full of ideas. So yeah, I was going through my phone and then I was looking like, I have a lot of video ideas on here which could possibly be quite good. So I decided to start from the top and work my way down to the bottom. This is the first idea on my list, which is like kind of like a get to know me kind of thing, because I feel like you don't really know a lot about me. You know a bit, like, you know I'm from England, you know I like anime, an all-time low, you know that I have mental health issues and I go to university, and I have a sister, but that's about it, I think. So I obviously had this idea a while ago to make a whole like who am I kind of thing, so I decided to do it. Let's begin.
Link start.
Okay, so this is obviously about where I'm from. I'm obviously from England. I'm from a place called Bradford in West Yorkshire. If you don't know where it is, that's fine, you're the lucky one, because I hate that place. Anyone who's from England will know, oh, or even Britain, well, you'll say Bradford and they will just look at you and go, okay then, you're from Bradford. It's quite bad there. Yeah, run down. I haven't been in many years, but from what I've heard, all the shops are still closed down. The main street is not a main street anymore. It might be getting better, I don't know. I hope it is, because to be honest, it has so much potential. Any city has the potential. And Bradford is quite a large city, and you wouldn't think it at all compared to like its neighbour Leeds. Leeds is like an amazing place. It's one of the biggest cities in West Yorkshire, I think maybe the biggest city in West Yorkshire, and it's so busy all the time. It has so much funding like thrown at it. All the new shopping centre open, all the new shops, it gets so much like publicity, bands, loads of bands always go there, because it's got an O2 Academy, it's got an arena now, and it's like, what's Bradford got? It doesn't make sense that Leeds would have all this stuff, but for some reason Bradford's just been left. It's one of those cities and one of those places in England which, since like the 1970s, 80s, it went downhill. It lost a lot of funding and people just kind of forgot about it and gave up on it. So it gets a bad reputation. People don't want to go there. It's quite sad, really. It has it has actually a lot of nice points, to be fair. It's got the Alhambra Theatre in the centre, which is a massive, massive theatre, and people from all over the world actually go to that theatre, which is crazy to think that this is a city where people want to get out and not come in. But it's got this beautiful theatre that's like, it's still got the original building work and architecture. I don't know what year it's from, maybe I'll check and put it below here, but yeah, it's beautiful, and at night it's all lit up, and I think it's got glass windows and it's all lit up and beautiful. To give you like a little perspective on it, Wicked, I think a few years ago, only played in 2 places in the UK, that was London and Bradford. How does that make any sense? They didn't even go to Leeds that year, and they've been previous years. it's also got the Media Museum, which is amazing. I've been going to that museum ever since I was a kid. My mum loves taking us there, and it's so much fun. I even saw Neville Longbottom there, because he's from Bradford just like me. And yeah, he was there one day. There was like a young filmmakers festival, and he was there, and I was like, oh my god, I was in college, and me and my friend were obviously Harry Potter fans, and I haven't changed. But yeah, we were going nuts because we didn't know he was going to be there. We walked to the door, I'm like, why are there so many people like gathered around the lobby? And it's like, oh my god, look who's there. Yeah, so I've seen Neville Longbottom in real life. Oh my god, there you go, claim to fame. No, not really. Do you know who else is from Bradford? Zayn Malik. I don't know if that's a good thing. Kimberly Walsh from Girls Aloud. Is that an equally good thing? My friends, I actually know quite a few people who know her and her family because her mum used to teach at the primary school near me. I didn't go to it, but a lot of my friends did. And she was the teacher. Her auntie was actually my music teacher in primary school, and she was an amazing woman. I don't know what she's been doing now, but she was an amazing teacher. She was one of my favourite teachers, but obviously music wasn't an academic subject. And I wish I picked it up, I really do, but I didn't. Who else? Oh, JB Priestley. There you go. Outside the library / Media Museum, there's actually a statue of JB Priestley. And if you've done GCSE English in the UK or maybe England, you'll probably know who he is and what the inspector calls it. I'm trying to think of who else is from Bradford. I don't even know. Maybe I should look it up. Maybe. But does it matter? I'm from Bradford. But yeah, so 4 years ago now? Maybe. Oh my god, yeah, 4 years. Was it 4? I think it was 4 years ago. Me and my family moved from West Yorkshire to East Yorkshire. For many reasons I don't feel like getting into. They were personal, and literally the main reason was my parents wanted a better life for my younger brother and sister, who were quite young at the time. I mean, my brother's 16 now, so he was 12 or 11 when we moved, and obviously my little sister was 18 months younger than him at the time, so they were quite young, and they just wanted a better life for them too. So, but obviously I was still living at home, so I came with them. And yes, at first I was like, oh my god, I hate this, I don't know anybody, never even heard of the place I lived, which is a little town called Bradford in East Yorkshire. Not much there, and it's a nice little quiet-ish town, but yeah, there's not much going on there unless you're a farmer and you want to go to the Bradford show, which I am completely opposed of due to me being a vegetarian now, and the fact that I do not appreciate them having a fox hunting group parading around on horseback and encouraging children to go join them. What is that about? Come on, people. Anyway, I am not going to get in a rant about that. That could be for another video. I might actually have to write that down. But yeah, so we moved to this little town, which is luckily quite close to Hull, where I'm living now due to university. Hull is another one of those cities, a bit like Bradford, where it was forgotten, but then it got the City of Culture bid, and it won. So for the past year, it's been the City of Culture, which it is not now because it can only be that for 1 year, but it's done such a huge thing for Hull. It's had such a big impact and brought so many people to Hull, and actually people wanted to come here due to just what was happening and stuff. Yeah, this could also be said about Bradford because it was the city of film. I don't know if it still is the city of film actually, because it has the Media Museum and it's got a very, very rich history of film, just due to the wildlife, like the countryside around it. This is what I mean about how Bradford is so beautiful. It's in the Pennines and it's absolutely beautiful. Like the places around, like you have Haworth, which is part of Bradford, where the Bronte sisters actually were brought up. Funny story here. I actually went to the primary school, which is in Thornton, where the Bronte sisters' father taught, and their birthplace, no, not the birthplace, their house was actually next to my school, which is now a cafe and a little museum itself, which is something quite nice. And that's the thing, I think Bradford should just flourish with its history and just, you know, just tell the world, look, this is what's happened here, because it's got such a diverse culture about, and it is a beautiful place, but unfortunately gets forgotten about. It's sad really, but there's so many places like that in England which have got forgotten about, just run down little areas, which is due to politics and thanks to Margaret Thatcher. And also Bradford, the mill city, and all the mills were closed down, and so they're just derelict buildings, beautiful buildings actually, some of them are, just stood there rotting away and probably will fall down one day or end up having an arson attack like quite a few of them have already. It's a bit of a coincidence how many fires have started on the top floor of them buildings. Don't you think? Just a little bit. Anyway, this is going to end up getting into a rant about how the Tory party, and not just the Tory party, but governments throughout the past, 40 years have just not bothered with certain places in the UK, especially the ones in the north. But I'm not going to get into a rant about that. That could easily be for another video, but this was just a video about where I'm from. So now you know, and if you're that interested, which you probably aren't, but you can go and just like check out the places where I'm actually from and where I live. Because actually some of them are actually quite beautiful, and like Driffield, it's in the Wolds, which is a lovely, lovely place. It's just countryside pretty much, but nothing compared to the Pennines, I'm afraid. It's too flat around here for my liking. I absolutely love going back over to West Yorkshire. Yes, I don't like it because it's got bad memories for me and Bradford's not the best place, but I just love going over the Pennines and the hills. It's just so beautiful. So yeah, guys, that's that. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this is like giving you, I don't even know what I was going to say. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this is giving you a little bit more insight of myself and where I'm from, and the places in Bradford, in England, that you may not have ever heard of. England may be quite small compared to like the States, but it's still a big place. You've got to remember how little we are compared to a city that holds maybe like say 50,000, just 50,000 people. 50,000 people are a lot of people. I don't actually know how many people are in Hull, probably a hell of a lot more than that, but still, you may think England is so tiny, but it's really not compared to how tiny we are. So yeah, think about that before you like start judging the places actually, like a city. How many people are in that city and need it to be the successful, beautiful place it can be? Think about it. I don't know why I'm like, think about it, think about it, think about it. I've finished this video. I'm gonna go. I have things to do. Oh, and by the way, good morning. It is currently 10:30. Anti-productive today. I haven't eaten though, so that would be a good thing to do now. Thanks again for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check all my links down below. Like it, give it a thumbs up, not a thumbs down. If you want to give it a thumbs down, what's the point? Just don't watch me anymore. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, and turn on notifications if you do subscribe, so you don't miss any of my videos, which will be every week from now on. Either Wednesdays or Thursdays, I haven't made up my mind, but it will be Wednesdays or Thursdays. Breathe now. Thanks a lot, guys. I will see you later. Bye.
Proud to be a Bradford man, city through and through. Blessed to be a Yorkshire man, God's county.